What's up, everybody? Riles Beniles here with another Let's Play series. This one, LA Noire. Played this game multiple times, mainly on the Xbox 360 and the previous gen systems. Didn't realize that there was actually a PS4 version until recently. Why am I playing a game that came out in 2011? I seem to be going back in time instead of forward in time. Well, it's because of Oxhorn. Oxhorn is a YouTube contributor. He's been doing a series on LA Noire that I've been following ever since he started doing it a couple weeks ago. And I'm hooked. And I just, on a whim, I decided to call the local gaming store, see what they have available, if they have it available, maybe at a discount, because I didn't want to spend the full, I don't want to pay full price, because that's what it would have been charged for at the PSN store. And thankfully the fine folks of Gaming Generations did have a copy, a used copy, for a cheaper price. So it was meant to be. So without further ado, let's begin LA Noire. As you can see, I'm right here at the beginning, and we will start with the new game. I'm excited. This game, again, it came out in 2011. Oh, bear with me.
On the verge of greatness. A new type of city, based not on the man, but on the automobile. The car. The symbol of freedom and vitality. Where every man can own his own home, and have room to breathe, and not be overlooked by his neighbors. The city where a man's home is his castle. A quarter acre of the dream made possible by victory. The city of opportunists. The city of dreams, where Hollywood will shape the thoughts and desires of the entire planet. The city of pioneers. A city of dreamers. A city of undercurrents, where not everything is as it seems. A 20th century city that will become a model for the world. A city that has no boundaries, that will stretch as far as the eye can see.
So for a second, I actually didn't even know if
In the Marine Corps, you deal with the chain of command. Mistakes get made, but you deal with them. You know what you're fighting for and that you're on the same team. But dealing with corruption is like chasing shadows. You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the pad, or whether it's your partner, or maybe even the watch commander. So who do you trust, Cole? I made up my mind a long time ago.
KGBL calling caller 14 Adam. 14 Adam, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
14 Adam, see the detective an ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William requests uniformed assistance for an evidence search. 14 Adam, code 2.
Roger, 14 Adam en route.
all right, I'm just gonna pause because I keep trying to talk and then the narrator keep talking over me. Anyways, yeah, so a game that was made in 2011. It was kind of ahead of its time, I almost want to say, just because this game, it's very it's heavily based on being able to detect if somebody's lying or not, if they're telling the truth, if they're lying. And what better way to do that than to actually use actors and portray them in a video game, which you see a lot in today's day and age.
Here we go again. They don't request uniforms for an evidence search unless there's some kind of catch.
Ever the optimist.
From the beam of sunshine himself.
7825, code 6.
Turn left up ahead.
So yeah, you know, for 2011, it's pretty much ahead of its time.
Floyd Rose, homicide. You might back up?
Yes, sir. Phelps and Dunn, Wilshire Division.
We had a shooting took place down this alleyway. We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, a Negro male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put 2 in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to look anywhere in particular?
Give it your best shot, guys. The dead guy's a lowlife. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
You hurry it up, Floyd. We
I'm
got
outta
places
here.
to be.
Happy hunting.
Birthright. This actually is the remastered version
This
that
is
they
a fist hump.
made.
Just going through the motions.
You're probably...
Let me see if I can bring down the audio a little bit, because my God, is it in my ear? Hopefully that works. It's like destroying my sound,
Right. Let's just get it over and done.
I don't think that did
All right,
anything.
have it your way. We'll search right up to the back wall. If you still don't come up with anything, come find me and we'll talk it out. 2 heads are always better than 1.
So this is the remastered version that they did for PS4, because it is a previous gen system game.
Look at this junk.
But yeah, so this game, so in the previous gen system, it was it was the game, and then you could get the DLC separately.
It's not my job to pick through other people's trash.
We'll grab this in a second. So in this one, with the remaster, with the you know, everything like that, this also includes all the DLC, which we'll be able to play through as well. So that's pretty cool.
What have you got, Phelps? Anything?
And then this is a part of a subplot.
Dr. Fontaine, could I have a word?
Of course, young man.
I really enjoyed your lecture, Doctor. Psychiatry seems to have a tremendous amount to offer.
Why, thank you. I'm always happy to receive acknowledgement for my work. The mind is the last great mystery in medicine. Are you thinking of specializing, Mr.
Sheldon. Courtney Sheldon. I'm only in 2nd year, Doctor. They fast-tracked me a year because of my experience during the war.
Ah.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Battle fatigue and collapse under duress. Can it be helped?
I would say yes, given the right set of circumstances. Trauma forces the mind to close down, retreat in on itself. We try to find ways to unlock the mind again through a combination of therapy and drug treatment. Hypnosis and therapy are powerful tools in the right hands, Sheriff.
I've been to visit some of the guys at the VA hospital. A good friend of mine, he's so far away. It's like he's wandering.
You went through a lot together.
Yes, Doctor.
Give me his details and I'll make a prognosis. I have a number of clinics in Los Angeles, Courtney Sheldon, and your penance, for your friend's help, is to come and work at one of them in your spare time, with what little spare time a medical student has. Is that a deal?
Is it ever? I can't thank you enough.
I'm not promising a cure, Courtney. I want you to remember that. Every physician has patients that he cannot hope to cure, for whom he can only smooth the path to death.
So this is part of a subplot that will happen throughout the rest of the game, and that's why it's so important to catch all the headlines,
I tell you,
or the newspaper
James,
headlines.
I always get landed with this crap.
So there's 13 newspapers.
Jesus. Cole, come take a look at this.
But yeah, you can tell in the dialogue and how people talk in the game that it was still kind of a revolutionary idea to basically use the characters for more than just voice acting.
It's a waste of time.
So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Shooter put him up against the wall and blew his brains out.
Hell of a way to go.
Doesn't really matter how you go once you're gone.
Don't get all deep on me, Phelps.
Ralph, there's something on the rooftop.
How the hell did you see that?
A reflection in the window. Looks like it might be our weapon. I'm gonna see if I can find a way up there.
All right, don't hurt yourself.
Well, now I want to.
The gun's up on the roof, right? So we need to find a way up. What kind of chumps do these homicide guys think we are?
Smith & Wesson, serial S71893. Two rounds fired, and instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy.
We should follow up on this now, before the perp tries to leave town.
We have the gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
Could show some initiative, Ralph, and see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here.
One thing I'm sure a lot of people might notice, the giant block that keeps popping up in during cutscenes. Really nothing I can do about that. It's just saying that the gameplay recording has been blocked.
No harm in doing some digging. The suits didn't seem much of a damn.
But obviously it still works. So I don't know. It's weird.
You'd rather
Nothing I can do about it.
help old ladies across the road?
I'd rather get through the day without the captain's foot up my ass.
That's helpful.
It'll be fine, Ralph. You worry too much.
Yeah, I'm not driving. I suck at driving. Yeah, some of the stuff was pretty new with the dialogue and everything, but, you know, for 2011, this is still pretty solid. And obviously the story is really great. That's why I keep playing it. It's too good to just not play, like, only... To play it only once is a
Can you tell us
crime.
anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson, Model 27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357, nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner.
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it. You know, this piece will stop a rhino. These babies are only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
You mind if I take a look?
Be my guest. This is about something bad, right?
No, I gave you the book,
Model
so...
27 with pearl grips, Cole. You see it on there?
I gave you the book so I could taunt you. Yes, go take a look, you son of a bitch. 27 pearl grip polished nickel.
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder, 203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February '46. Thanks, you've been a big help.
Anytime. Always happy to help out the LAPD.
Do we call it in?
Let's see if he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay. In for a penny, in for a pound. Lead the way, Gunga Din.
Now that wasn't so hard, was it? Just because we're in uniform doesn't mean we can't use our initiative.
I guess so. Seems a little too good to be true. One-of-a-kind murder weapon bought locally using a real name? If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal mastermind.
Most of them aren't. That's why they get caught. And 2 out of every 3 crimes are done on impulse.
Another fact from the Phelps Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are full of it.
Don't hit me. I'm just a police officer crossing the street.
Schroeder, apartment 2.
What do you guys want?
I'm Officer Cole Phelps. This is Officer Dunn, Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might be. What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight with your gun.
You're out of your mind. Scooter? He works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer. What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this.
Sock it to me.
Ready, tough guy?
That was a...
Wailing on him. Oh, right on the... Ah, you bitch.
Ralph, you all right?
I'm fine. I hardly felt it. He's lucky he caught me off guard.
Felt bad for him, too.
Keep an eye on him, Ralph. I'm gonna take a look around.
His head fell right onto the trash can. Oh, that's bad. I think there's like a... I want to say there's like an achievement for like a perfect fight or something, but apparently not.
List of names and a series of numbers. Floyd Rose's name is in this book.
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner. And leave the book where you found it.
Call it in, partner.
Officer Phelps, badge 1247, requesting.
Yeah, this isn't gonna get annoying at all.
You dumb fucking sons of bitches, get in this line now before I lose my temper.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but...
Excuse me? Fuck you. You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Some of us are here for...
I know why you're here, asswipe. I'm having a bad day, Private. Some people don't seem to want to get on this bus.
Didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy? Who are you two? Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the three fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All three of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Phelps.
Kelso.
Merrill.
Any other gentlemen for OCS? OCS is at Elliott. You take the Camp Elliott bus over there. This bus is for MCRD. This bus is for men who want to fight.
Yikes. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of language in this game because they do want this to seriously feel like a very immersed 1940s post-World War II game.
Well, you picked the right place, Cole. A city that needed an honest cop like a thirsty man needed water. You'd heard the stories, but you weren't interested. You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs. But the force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence. You have to choose sides. A brown paper envelope or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville. It could only ever end one way.
All units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan, 1415 West 3rd Street. Unit to handle identify, code 3.
We'll take that. It's only a couple blocks from
14 Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle the 211.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
Roger, KGPL. 14 Adam en route.
Officer needs help, 103 and B.
Damn it. That's why I suck at driving.
Make it quick, you guys. The cops are here. We gotta move it.
Classic sirens, yes.
Try for the front door. Keep your goddamn head down. Use the cover, Phelps.
Oh, why? Why did I do that?
How many are in there? Take it slow. Backup will be here soon. I'm getting hammered here, Phelps.
Stay down.
He just shot the lamp all the way out the door. That's fantastic.
Stay in cover.
Ow.
You can keep that, you fucker. Kill a cop, and it's the elected.
Come on now.
You're fucking toast.
Ow. Come on. Deadsies.
That's it? We got them all? I think we got them, Cole. Should be all clear.
That was...
Lieutenant Hopkins says anytime you reach for the shotguns, you're either going to end up dead or wearing a citation. So I guess...
It's okay, Ralph. You did well in there. I'm glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner.
What a nice guy. I don't even know what rank Ralph would be. I assume a sergeant, maybe a sergeant or a whatever.
This kind of opportunity comes along once in a lifetime, Hank. I have to grasp it.
You have to survive it first, Cole. Here are the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, my future...
Thinking of taking on a company of the Emperor's finest single-handed? You don't seem the Sergeant York type to me.
When I need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
They talk about officers like you in boot camp, Cole. They call it the Custer syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame and glory and getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
Another subplot. Plenty of those.
Cole Phelps and Jack Kelso. With some people, it's as simple as chemistry. Two guys who should have been friends, but their personalities got in the way. Phelps, a good guy, wound way too tight. And Kelso, a quiet man who could never walk away from a fight.
Well, it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole. Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. In my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that, Paul. Window Bauer.
I put him away before. He jumped parole.
Oh,
Get
that guy's
after him,
drunk.
Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
Actually, really quick. Alright, I'm happy with that. Ready, set, go.
LAPD. You can go screw yourselves. Why, you watch it.
Watch it, man.
He's hiding in the alley.
Oh, shoot. Almost got killed.
Bowers, hold it right there. Stop now or I will shoot.
I won't tell you again, Wendell.
Jesus, Dunn, watch your fire.
You don't want to do this, Wendell.
Just start shooting.
Right, give it up, Wendell.
Stay the hell away from me.
Ow.
You gotta be kidding.
You fucking asked for it.
So yeah, there's going to be plenty of language in this game, and there might be some
No way I'm going back
political
inside.
and personal opinions based on the game to make it more immersive, but that's not how I
I've done
feel.
my time.
It's over, Bowers.
You assholes already screwed me once.
Birthright, you'll appreciate this. Just so you know, I'm not racist.
Give it up, Bowers. There's nowhere left to go.
Where'd he go? So if you run, he'll clothesline the crap out of you, but...
Looks like we've got the place to ourselves.
No trash cans to fall on this time, bub.
How you doing, Wendell? Your parole officer's feeling lonely. He's got a hole in his life for an asshole like you. You can make it up to him in 10 years' time. Watch your head. This hump will be back in the Iron Hotel by tomorrow night. Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
Part of the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an officer in the Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision is not always the popular one. The right decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer. Candidate Phelps, you have the floor. Esprit de Corps, Merrill, 10. Franklin, 8. Weiss, 8. Donahoe, 6. Kowalski, 6. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 2. Leadership, Donahoe, 8. Franklin, 7. Merrill, 6. Kowalski, 6. Weiss, 5. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 1. Candidate Kelso.
I'm sorry, Captain,
Felt
but I
so
joined
proud.
the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in this schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso, in my office, now!
For every cop, there's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up. Gets you recognized as the shining new star on the squad. The case that you solve that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank-and-file patrolman. This could be the one, Cole.
That guy's just smoking.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
Broad daylight, a crowded street. Now I've seen everything.
Everybody stay back. Let us do our job.
C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
Whoops, excuse me.
Feng Browning. Serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
I got friends who work at the How about $5 for the exclusive?
I'm missing another one. Oh, there's shell casings over here.
Officer, please tell me what's going on.
Right? Don't mind me. Just walking around. Oh, hey, there they are.
Shell casings. These look like 32s.
This guy in the crowd thinks he saw something, Cole. You better take a statement.
Sir, I'm Officer Phelps. What exactly did you see?
I heard the shots. I thought it was a car backfiring. I saw a girl run into the shoe store.
Speak to the witness before homicide arrives, Phelps. If you think she's lying, don't be afraid to get forceful. Verbally, of course. And don't accuse her of anything without proof. Lawyers love that shit. And if you're sure she's straight up, try the general approach. See what you can coax out of her.
As the cannibals finished off eating the clown, one said, "That tastes funny to you?"
You guys hear that? That's fantastic.
Can I help you, sir?
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss, Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
Oh, really quick. If you watch Mad Men, you might think that the guy looks familiar. Cole Phelps looks familiar because it is the same person. Also, Birthright, you were talking about that narrator does voiceover for Skyrim. That is Keith Zarabazga. Anyways, yeah, he's done stuff for Skyrim before. He's actually Joshua Graham in Fallout New Vegas. And he's actually in this game as well. More than just a narrator, he actually is one of the cops that we get to work with down the road.
Do you think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
So she's looking off to the left. That's always a dead giveaway that it's a lie, because looking to the right looks back at memory. If you look to the right, plus they literally tell you this is obviously the first time you deal with this, so they'll babysit you through this. So they told me to accuse, so accuse.
You're lying, Miss Coletta. You know what happened and why. You're going to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I've done nothing wrong. How can you prove different?
Oh, I guess we could just use this layaway voucher.
Your pearl earrings, Miss Coletta. You've been paying for them for a whole year. Stop lying. And tell me what happened at the jewelry store.
Oh, God! I won't lose the earrings, will I?
You could lose your freedom, you little fool, if you don't stop obstructing a murder
You little fool.
Mr. Kalu. Edgar Kalu. He runs the jewelry store. He's showing me a lovely watch. Mr. Gage bursts in. Mr. Kalu gets very angry with Mr. Gage, and they start yelling at each other. Mr. Gage tells me that all of the things in the store are junk, nickel-plated, made in Japan, and yells at me to get back to work.
Then what happened?
We get back here, and I hear a loud bang. Mr. Gage clutches at his back. I hear another bang. and another and another. Mr. Gage falls to his knees.
Well, hello,
It was
Melmaid
very
and nephew.
painful.
Which jewelry store?
Hartfield's. Broadway, between 5th and 6th.
Did you see the person who shot Mr. Gage?
Of course I did. Mr. Kalu looked very angry. He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger. He threw the gun in a bin and turned and walked away.
Act as bad cop. So everything that she said definitely corroborates with the evidence that we found. I don't know how to say that word properly, but it doesn't seem like she, and again, they babysat us through this first one. She doesn't look like she's missing something, so let's figure out what.
You're making me angry, Miss Galetta. Is that what you want? Tell me why Mr. Kalu shot Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage hates Jews. A lot of people do. It's not my fault if he has nice things.
Remember, this is post-World War II, and even in the U.S., there were a lot of people supporting Hitler's anti-Jew statements. It wasn't until he invaded Poland and the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor that the Americans were like, hey, you know what, Hitler? That guy's, I don't like him. So yeah, there's going to be some parts in the game to make it more accurate to the timeline that it'll seem like, man, I can't believe this game went there. It's like, yeah, they did. Things.
How many shots did you hear, Miss Galetta?
It's difficult to remember. It sounded like there were so many, and they were so loud.
Oh, that's the other thing, too. In the old version of the game, good cop was truth, square, bad cop was doubt, and triangle, accuse was lie. So they ended up making it for this, which actually seems like it works a little bit better. It's a little bit more understanding to see what you're trying to do. No problem for the subscription, Birthright. Looking forward to your stream at 9 p.m. Check out Birthright's channel. He doesn't have a direct link yet because he doesn't have any friends yet. Yikes.
I need you to concentrate, Miss Galetta. Even minor details can become important later on.
Well, there was one bang, and then another, and then 3 very quickly close together.
It's a lot of hate.
5.
Thank you for your help, ma'am. You've been very brave. We'll need you to make a formal statement about what happened to Mr. Gage.
Does that mean I can still collect my...
Ding, ding.
Never mind. Yes, officer, I'll make a statement.
So her boss is dead, but she's more interested in getting her earrings.
And the murderer. The girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield's.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
You know the way. You can drive.
So, basically, Eagleson's gun sword, that's just to get the name if you can't get it from the witness, but since... Because literally, if I drive there, he's just going to say, yep, that's Edgar Kalu. He has the gun. So, we'll just go right to the source. I don't want to waste your time. Melmaid, you'll have to look up Birthright, but your best bet is just to, in his comments on my live stream, to just go directly to his channel there. That's what I did. Because if you search Birthright on YouTube, you'll search a lot of like royalty things because of Birthright. He needs 100 subscribers to get a direct link. And his direct link should just be don't.
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Okay, cool. Why did the music pick up?
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Hooray!
Kalu, get back here!
That cherry pie was delicious.
Oh, God. That's not what I meant to do at all. You can do a warning shot, but I don't...
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No, Mr. Kalu
Shot
is
in the
out
back.
back.
Eye for an
Sitting
eye.
Lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Well, you...
Son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch.
Cole, go!
So you can do a warning shot to kind of stop doing chasing. The chasing. The thrill of the hunt.
Would you recommend the special?
Oh, that's how.
Next time, you're mine.
Next time, I'm gonna shoot you.
Too late, Kalu!
At this distance, no chance.
Damn it. This is actually kind of annoying.
She wants a 5-star. Goddamn.
I probably should just chase him down. But this is better.
One on him from here.
There you go. So for the record, don't actually pull the trigger, just
Edgar
aim
Kalu,
on him.
You're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
The case that makes you, and the case that breaks you.
The next day.
The one you never solve. The one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leaves, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyle, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
The sword of justice.
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time, and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
May the cat eat him, and may the cat be eaten by the devil. Like, if you ever wanted somebody that was
Has my
super
lawyer arrived
religious
yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer
to be
can't
talking,
help you, Mr. Kalu.
that's your man.
You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Time to show down.
You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
Oh, it had everything to do with you. So now it's telling me about intuition and everything.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
We can put you at the scene because of this.
We know all about the argument. Scaletta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony is going to stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Ooh.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're
How about
Jew,
baseball?
Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
So we can't really use that as a lie, but bad cop.
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy putt snatcher? You and that stump Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps.
Whoa, holy
just
whoa,
Officer
jeez.
Phelps, isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining,
At first, when he
honest
said the
face
whole,
public can admire.
it is just
I
officer,
applaud
right?
a
Like I
man
thought it was
with
like,
your
oh,
talent for unwavering
screw
justice.
you, buddy. Game over.
Back to your duties for now, boyo. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
Ah, look at him. And on that note, that is where we'll end this episode of LA Noire. Thank you for tuning in for basically the prologue, the tutorial of the game. What I'm planning to do with this is I want to turn this into a weekly thing. So do an episode every Wednesday, almost as a double header. I'm still working on Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm trying to just play that as much as I can, but I want to take a break from it, obviously, and I figured this is the best way to do it. 9:15 at best for Birthright's first stream today, so keep an eye out on that. But yeah, so I want to do this as a weekly thing. I'm basically going to do it as a case-by-case live stream, so that'll be usually pretty short, not nearly as long as my Dragon Age series, just because it's obviously not nearly as open world-ish. So what do you think? Should I continue with this, or should I play this on my own time? Let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, thank you very much for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification button to stay up to date on the latest videos that I'm posting. And stay tuned in a few minutes. I'll be doing a Dragon Age Inquisition live stream, getting ready for Birthright's first ever live stream. I'm so proud of him. So that being said, we'll see you in a few minutes for Dragon Age Inquisition. But this is everything I have for LA Noire, and hope to see you next week for the next case.